my beautiful peeps, it's Natasha coming at you with another video. Today's video is going to be, if you can't already tell by the title, it is going to be 5 frugal tips on getting out of the house when you have a baby. And trust me, I know you could get cabin fever. It can be very easy to kind of get into a funk, especially depending on what time of the year you have your babies. I had mine both kind of in the winter months. I had Knox in November and Quinn in February, and so it can be really easy to kind of get like the winter blues kind of thing, or just like feeling like all you do is stay at home and nurse or bottle feed or whatever it is, and like all you do is take care of the baby. So sometimes getting out of the house and getting moving, doing all those things, some of my tips help with that and just kind of make you feel a bit normal. Not that like having a baby isn't normal, but makes you feel a bit more like you again. So let's get into it. So number 1, every time I think of like a countdown, you guys are gonna think I'm silly. Every time I think of a countdown, I think of New Kids on the Block. Step 1, we can have lots of fun. Step 2, there's so much we can do. Step 3, it's just you and me. Step 4, I can give you more. Step 5, don't you know that the time is right? Oh, no, just me. Just so you know, one of the things I will not be diversifying into is singing on YouTube. Just so we're clear. That is, you don't have to worry. Please don't leave me. Don't go. Keep watching. Okay. So number 1 is get out and get active. So I know that can be easier said than done depending on what time of the year you have your little one. So I know the first couple weeks you might want to just, you know, depending on how you had your baby, you want to definitely recover and rest up. But once you feel like you're up and moving, and your doctor gives you the go ahead to get some exercise, get that little one in a stroller or in a baby carrier and get outside, depending on the age range of your child, because you can get cabin fever at any stage of the game, right? Like when your baby is newborn, when they're a couple months old, even if you're a stay-at-home parent and you have a toddler, it can be easy to get that cabin fever kind of feeling. So getting out and getting active is a perfect way to resolve that. 1, the fresh air makes you feel so much better. Your little one can get used to all different elements and start exploring things. And as they get older, you can start doing more like sensory type stuff, going to the park, going for walks, hikes, all that kind of stuff. But that is definitely a big one. With Knox, I was out with my jogger stroller. That thing, I have one for baby Trent, and that thing went through everything. Snow, slush, whatever the case may be, I went through it. I was out for walks all the time with my sister-in-law because she had a little one 6 months before Knox, so we were close in age. We were out all the time, and I found that really kind of got me out of just that like cabin fever funk, you know? But even in the winter months, like Knox was born in November, so like the really bad days, we obviously didn't take him outside, but you know, bundle them up, get them in a little snowsuit or a really, you know, fuzzy little outfit, their little hats and mitts, get them all warm, or put them, like bundle them all up in their stroller or carrier, and go out. You know, and I'm not talking like freezing temperatures, but the cold won't hurt them, and it's gonna do you good too. Get you that fresh winter glow on, and make you just give your energy back, get your groove back, you know. Number 2 would be play dates, and I have a lot of mommy friends with babies around the same age as me, so that wasn't very difficult for me to do. But if you don't happen to live in an area where you know a lot of mummies with children, or daddies, sorry, or daddies with children the same age as you, my recommendation would be to check out some Facebook groups. And anytime I talk about any internet kind of stuff, please practice internet safety. Don't give your information out to a complete stranger. Don't give out your credit card information. You know the drill. Just practice safe internet play. You know what I'm talking about. So there is a ton of mommy groups on Facebook for different areas that you live in. There's mommy trader groups, there's mommy like advice groups, there's swap groups, there's all that kind of stuff. So if you just moved to an area or you don't have friends with children, my recommendation would be check out Facebook. Twitter, you can find, if you follow certain mommy bloggers, you check in the comment section. I'm not saying like stalk other mummies, but or if you can't find a group in your area, you can always create one. You be the one that creates that mommy group in your area and help other mummies. Sorry, I keep saying mummies because I'm speaking from my experience. Get other mummies and daddies together to kind of for support and get out, and you can do the first one with them. You can do your park dates, your play dates. If it's bad weather, you can do play dates inside. You can swap whose house you're at, kind of like a baby version of date night kind of thing with some friends. And it just having people to share your experience with, having people who are going through around the same thing as you are, makes a whole world of difference. And just being able to compare those stories, especially if you're a first-time parent, there's so many weird, scary, terrifying, awkward things that happen. If you haven't experienced them, you may not know that they're normal or that they're okay or that this happens to other people. So having a group to chat with about that is the best thing possible. If you have any questions, you can always like message me or comment me, email me. I'll be your friend. Number 3 would be to get involved in like a mommy and me or a daddy and me kind of class. I know in my area there's gymnastics clubs that do it, and they offer I think usually children under 1, those type of classes are free, around the $5 range, really cheap. And you can meet, that's another great way to meet other parents with children around your age range in your neighborhood. So I've gone to like the gymnastics club type ones where, I mean, when babies are that little, they all kind of just lay in the group, kind of roll around, chomp on things, and it's really at babies under 6 months old. Those types of classes are more for the parent than I'll say for the child, but that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing for you to go out and socialize. It's a good thing. You need normalcy, okay? So check out local yoga places. I know in my area there's like mommy and me or daddy and me yoga classes, swim classes, all that kind of stuff. Again, getting active, getting out of the house, and doing things that help you bond with your child, mommy or daddy or both of you go out and do it. I've seen multiple parents at the swim classes, both in the water with the child, or one in the water and one out taking pictures and video, or with the older child out, and you know the drill. Mix it up, but definitely both parents can be involved in this. If I keep saying mommy, it's not just for the mommy, it can be for the daddy too. It's just, my blog is from my perspective, and I happen to be female. That's the only reason why I'm saying it that way. I'm not trying to leave anybody out, okay? And if you're not sure, a really good way to search is like things to do in your area. So like things to do in Toronto, things to do in Montreal, things to do if you're in the States. Search for your area, and then like you can put your baby age range and do a Google search, and lots of stuff comes up. That's what I did. Or in those mommy groups or parenting groups, daddy groups on Facebook, ask people what they do. Just being social. Number 4, I love me some dollar stores. So, and this might seem like a weird one, but you can take a trip to the dollar store. You don't really know what's going on, but you can grab things for different stages. Some dollar stores do have baby stuff, but I'm also thinking more like when they get older and you can get into sensory play. when they can start playing with different things, when you can start getting into craft time, hand painting, that kind of stuff. And also it's just an activity and you don't have to spend a lot when you're there to do different things. So getting out to the dollar store, you're getting out of the house, you can kind of do a little bit of shopping, but you don't have to spend a ton of money. And you can even get crafty. You can work on do-it-yourself projects. So purchasing different things and you can bring it home, and then it gives you a little project to do while you're home as well. And so as your baby gets older, you can start incorporating them into those projects. Pinterest is a really good place to find do-it-yourself kind of projects like that, and I do want to start incorporating some of that into my channel as well, so stay tuned for those types of things. But the dollar store is a great place, even for little splurges for yourself, some really nice scented candles or bubble bath if you don't have the money. I know when you're on maternity leave or paternity leave, or some people don't even get that, your wages cut down in half, or you don't have that income at all. So you can get some really great finds at the dollar store if you know what you're looking for. So it's a great place to go to get some of those things. And also if you get some of those do-it-yourself or craft type stuff, I've even seen yarn if you want to pick up knitting or those kinds of things. It's a little shopping trip for you, so you feel like you're kind of splurging a little bit or shopping and you're getting out of the house, but then you also get to bring home stuff to do and a project and something to kind of keep you busy when you're at home and on those kind of like rainy days. And then last but not least would be to get involved in community events. And I know in my area and local areas, I hear about them all the time, like it's festivals, in all different seasons they have them. A lot of times festivals, like the entry or you kind of walk around the park and there's different things going on, is free. Sometimes you may have to pay a small fee for a concert or for food or whatever. But there's always like, you can find like movie in the park nights or like local little free concerts, or a lot of times community libraries will put on different events. I think recently in my area there was like a food truck festival, and I think I was like, say it was like somewhere between the $2 and $5 range for entry. So there's always stuff going on. So get involved in your community. It'll make you feel better. You can make new friends that way as well. And a lot of times those events are free, and especially if you maybe weren't as involved in the community prior to having children, it's great to get to know other people, but it's also great to get involved in the community because it gets you kind of like in there when your kids start to get to the school age type thing. Like I already follow the school that my son's gonna be going to on Facebook and like kind of creep them and see what's going on at the school, so I know. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. So getting involved in that kind of stuff, and again, just like kind of like Google search it, so like you can search like local festivals. Obviously bigger cities have more stuff, so sometimes you might have to go out and maybe go for a little drive, but drives aren't bad. Babies love napping in the car, so if your babies aren't sleeping, take them for a drive. But being involved in the community and checking out, like I said, local libraries a lot of times put things on. Local charities a lot of times will put things on, like the brother and sister program and that kind of stuff usually have like different events going on, fundraisers and that kind of stuff, where by making a small donation or bringing canned goods, that kind of thing, you can participate. Or fairs. A lot of times, like in different seasons, small towns will have fairs, and there's usually one day of the 3 days that they're open that entry is free, or if you bring a donation of a canned good, you get in. So and it's up to you how much you spend once you're in there, right? Your little ones are going to go on rides and that kind of stuff, so it's fairly inexpensive, and some of them even have like petting zoos and stuff, which are great for little ones. They love animals. I know Knox loves farms, he loves animals and all that kind of stuff. So I hope these 5 little like tips or ideas or tricks or help you out. And if you have any questions, comments, or recommendations, please leave them below. Please like this video if you like this kind of video, if this is something that you've been looking for, and subscribe to my channel so you're in the know for all my new videos. No? Yes? Alright, so I hope you have a fantabulous day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!